Gentlemen, it's time to unleash your crazy. We're going to be talking about what that means right here on the Manlihood Mancast.
You're a man. You want to become a better one. You want to level up. That's nobody's task but your own. This is your starting line. This is your boot camp. It starts now. Welcome to the Manlihood Mancast with Josh Hatcher.
Hey, welcome to the Manlihood Mancast. I'm your host, Josh Hatcher. I'm really glad you guys have tuned in to the work we're doing here at Manlihood. Listen, I really appreciate you guys tuning in each week to the podcast. You know, I've been trying to put out good stuff and help make a difference in the world and help men become even better men. And I'm really grateful that you're a part of that movement. One of the ways you can help be a part of that movement is to help us spread the word. So if this is a podcast that resonates with you, share it on your social profiles or email it to your buddy or text it to somebody. But let's get the word out about what we're doing here at Manlihood. Guys, today's episode is called Unleash Your Crazy. You know, I think that it's something that I say a lot. I say that everybody's crazy in varying degrees and shades. And it's the honest truth. I really firmly believe that everybody's nuts. Everybody's nuts. You know, we're living in a day and age when everybody wants, maybe they want a diagnosis so they don't feel so weird, so they have a community of people to belong to. Maybe they want to be known as someone who is depressed or who has anxiety or who has BPD or whatever. But I think that it doesn't necessarily do you any good to pursue a diagnosis. I think, first of all, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just a guy who makes observations on the world and then tries to take those observations and learn lessons from them. So if you're listening to me and you're hearing things that are like, well, that's not helpful, or that's not what my mental health professional says, talk to your mental health professional first. I am not a mental health professional. I'm just making the observations based off my own life and the life the things that I observe in the lives of others. But I want to make it very clear that I firmly believe this, that everybody is crazy, right? There is no sane and insane or normal versus abnormal, because everybody is different and everybody is their own version of abnormal. I don't believe that there's neurodivergent and neurotypical. I think that everybody is neurodivergent because everybody thinks and sees and understands the world differently. And it's all filtered through the lenses of our upbringing and our genetics. And it's filtered through just the way that we think. So when I say that everybody's crazy, one, I want everybody to know that if you're crazy, it's okay because everybody's crazy. And two, if you don't think you're crazy, I think you need to just embrace it and stop trying to hide it. Because when other people look at you, somebody always looks at you and sees crazy. Somebody sees you as the crazy that you are. You can't hide it. And rather than view that as a bad thing, your crazy is not a hindrance, it's a superpower if you can learn to channel it. The things about you where you think differently than everybody else, that's a good thing. There's a reason that you think differently than everybody else, and there's something that you have that you can bring to the table because of it. Now, there are times when the crazy can be debilitating. There are times when depression or anxiety or schizophrenia, right? Where those things can be a struggle for you, that is holding you back, that is causing problems for you. And I will say to those situations, get some help. It's okay. It's perfectly acceptable to say, I am feeling this way and I'm thinking this way and something in here isn't working properly and I need to see a professional to help prescribe some medication or to give me some therapy or to help monitor my situation so that I can get through this situation with health, right? And not to be mentally unwell. Okay? I am not saying that everybody's crazy, so just get over it. That's definitely not what I'm saying. If you need a professional help, get some help. And nobody's going to look at you differently or wrongly if you do. I would rather see you get help so that you can be healthy, because sometimes we're sick, right? Sometimes we're sick and we need to go to a doctor to get some medication or to get some treatment. So I want to make that very clear. I'm not saying everybody's crazy and get over it. No, I'm saying everybody's crazy. Sometimes that crazy can be wrong. Sometimes that crazy can go too far. Sometimes that crazy can be at a place where you're hurting and you need some help. So get the help. I fully support that, fully believe in that. But I also do believe that the fact that you think differently than other people and see the world differently than other people is a good thing. The fact that, you might want to crow like a rooster when the sun comes up is a good thing. Don't hide from the good things that come because of who you are and the way that you think. Now, if those things are causing you to want to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, if those thought processes are causing you distractions so you can't focus and get things done, if those thought processes are hurting you, then get some help. Now, with or without professional help, there are a lot of things that have been proven to help you manage the crazy. And if you do these things, then it'll help you to manage those parts of you that aren't working properly and to get the help that you need. So whether or not you've got professional help, try these things because they will help you to manage and maintain that crazy in a way that doesn't hurt you. They will help. They don't fix it, but they'll help. And scientifically, it's proven that they'll help. The first thing is to be discerning about what you consume. And yes, I include eating right physically. If you're, eating stuff that's bad for you, it does have an impact on your brain. They've already proven that your gut has what they call a mini brain and a connection directly to your brain. And the things you eat can affect the way you think and the way that you feel. So what you physically eat and consume is important, but also the type of media that you consume. If you're listening to and watching television and movies and music that is making you feel bad and not lifting you up, maybe you should wean some of that stuff out. If it's encouraging you to see the world through those lenses that are unhealthy, maybe you should be more discerning into what you allow in there. Now, I get it. Sometimes I want to listen to sad music because it helps me feel better, right? To actually hear the sad things, but sometimes listening to sad music might keep me sad. So maybe I have to turn that off so that I don't stay in that spot. I guess that's my point here, guys, is that what we bring into our minds, what we bring into our bodies, it has an effect on the way that we think. And we need to be careful about what we're allowing in. The other thing that we can do to help manage this is to get sleep. Sleep has a powerful impact on your brain, and sleep deprivation is a known cause of a lot of mental illnesses. So if you're having a problem where you're having trouble sleeping and you need some professional help, again, to get that sleep, do what you can to make sure that you can get good sleep. Because a lot of mental illnesses are coming and they're actually coming out of that lack of sleep. And it fuels some of the desperate thinking and the struggle because the sleep isn't there where your brain can reset. So try to get better sleep. If you can't, it's going to help you. The other thing that is proven to help people is taking a walk every day. There's something about bilateral stimulation where you're using both sides of your body. Walking does that, and it actually forces both sides of your brain to work, and it helps to allow the brain chemistry to regulate and to be managed, and it's a very helpful tool. Another thing is to journal, to take some time and actually journal what it is you're thinking and what it is you're feeling. And I think probably physically writing it is best, but my handwriting is horrible, so a lot of times I end up typing when I journal. It can help you kind of clear the slate to get the stuff out, You don't have to journal for posterity, for other people to read. That's something I struggle with, actually, because I don't like to create something nobody's ever going to read. And I have to keep reminding myself it's okay to just write down what I'm thinking and feeling right now. Nobody needs to read this. And so that's been helpful to me to refocus that time to say, this is just for me to read and to get it out. The other thing, guys, is to take care of yourself. Shower, brush your teeth, clean your room. That can help you to feel better about the spot that you're in. And I think everybody, if you can do those things, physically a shower can help you feel better, right? Brushing your teeth, cleaning your room, wearing deodorant, putting on some clean clothes. It's very easy to get just kind of like down and to stay down and to not do the things that kind of lift yourself up to get a little bit better and to make yourself feel better and to operate better. All of these things now, none of these are fixes for all mental illness, but they're things that help. And I want to make just a quick observation too. I don't think that crazy equals mentally ill. Okay. I think they're two separate things, but I do think that everybody's crazy because we all see the world differently. Some of us are mentally ill because we're not healthy. And then some of us are healthy people mentally, but we have some illness from time to time because we go through different cycles. Whatever it is, we're all in a place where we need to work on taking care of our minds, taking care of our spirit, taking care of our emotions, taking care of our bodies. And when you do that, you'll be able to kind of keep the crazy at bay a little bit so that you can then be the good kind of crazy who can accomplish things that nobody else can accomplish. When you look at the people who have done the biggest and most powerful, most amazing things in the world, and you really look at those people, Alexander Graham Bell that invented the telephone, Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk. These guys have done amazing things, and you know what? They're crazy. So I think that there is a really neat position you can be in if you can just embrace the fact that you're different and that you're a little bit weird, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's why you think the way you think. And like I said, if you're at the place where it's holding you back, where it's causing you problems, get some help, but don't lose the crazy, man. Just embrace it. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be a little nuts. And I think there's a power in that, guys. I really do. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to fit in. Just be who you are. And if people don't like you because of it, find some better people. I can tell you this. I love you. And I think you're cool the way you are. Boy, that sounded like Mr. Rogers, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I really do appreciate you listening. If you find yourself feeling a little bit crazy and there are things about you that are a little bit nuts, let's talk about it. Hop in the Manlihood Man Cave, our private Facebook group for men where we build each other up. I'd love to unpack this with you a little bit. Are you a little nuts? Let's hear about it. So join the Manlihood Man Cave, hop in the discussion there and tell us how you're a little crazy, because I want to hear from you. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'm proud of you. And I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Manlihood Mancast. If you want to be a better husband, father, leader, a better man, you need to join our private Facebook group, the Manlihood Man Cave. Join today. Please help us out with a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And check us out at manlihood.com.